What's up, everybody? Just wanted to go ahead and get with you and kind of talk about a video today. Said I was going to go ahead and get into doing like setups and everything like that. I'm going to kind of show you a little bit, just kind of starting off here, as far as like baseline for the BMW M4. So we're at Spa, and we're going to go ahead and just do a couple laps real quick, just kind of give you a base on the outlap right now. This is the stock tune on the car from the game, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get into it and just kind of let everything warm up, take a look at everything, and then just kind of show you the difference of what I've been working on here. So hopefully everything is okay as far as audio, so that way we can do it. Still trying to get everything warm here on the video for you, or on the car. It's gonna drive like crap because I just got to get a little bit of feel for everything. But like I said, once everything kind of gets warmed up, they get a brake way later. Doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do in the corner as far as the drivability, but like I said, we'll let the time on the car do the talking versus me, because I don't believe like I'm explaining it very well. As you can see, the tires are not that warm because it is on the setting, like I said, whatever the game comes with. Didn't change anything, didn't put it in aggressive. This is just straight boot up and go. So we'll go ahead. Looks like everything's kind of getting warm. Brakes are still ice cold, but I want to give a fair representation of what the tune is on the car, and then what is going to happen when I learned the base level tune of what I came up with for the vehicle, and kind of show you the guys the time. So we're going to take and do our little hot lap here. See what we can go ahead and get done. Everything's looking kind of green. We'll fly down here as much as we can. Lift off of it real quick, because I know this type of thing's going to be invalidated, but I don't care. As you can see, I can't even punch through it correctly on there because the car is just going to slide. Now we're going to go heavy into the brakes, way heavy into the brakes, and look at our speed. We're down in second gear at about 60 miles an hour. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and get going. I do drive with the driving line because I want to go ahead and help me learn these tracks a little bit more. Look at this, all the way out. Brakes are just not doing their job. So that way I can go ahead and get faster with everything. I'm not even on the racing line at this point. Car's just not wanting to go ahead and do what it needs to do. So, you know, that, or I'm just not driving the vehicle correctly at all. But you can hear all the pebbles coming from underneath the vehicle. It means the tires are dirty. And you can see like the ABS, we're looking at like, believing everything is like 5, 6. So take a look at everything after I get done with this lap here. Actually, we'll probably just do one more so that way we can get a frame of reference. Now that I'm kind of warmed up on the track. But stock fuels, stock everything, didn't change anything on the car. So we want to make sure we're doing everything above and board, because I want to give it a fair test. You gotta slow way down. Alright, try this again. So right now we're at a 231.6. See what we can get done. On the way in the pebbles. Now it was an invalidated lap because I went off the track, but we're going to try to go ahead and push it here. Like I said, I'm trying to give it a fair shot. I'm only driving as good as I think I can. I'm no professional by any means, but I do want to see the time difference. So, coming up on the corner, and we're going to brake. Probably not utilizing the track the proper way, but coming into the corner too hot. I said, I mean, we're just trying to get a good baseline for the feel of everything. And it just feels like it's slow coming out of the corner. Like there's not, like it can't go far enough the way I want to. And I feel like I'm on the brake too much, so it's not going as fast as I want it to. But I don't know a whole lot about the way these things are supposed to go. But I did come up with the tune and everything yesterday on the vehicle for baseline of the car for general purposes for all the tracks. This isn't anything to where it's like good for one track specific, but hopefully I can go ahead and show you the difference between this and the tune that I came up with. So even with the fastest lap, we're at a 230. 230.9. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get over here. And we're gonna jump into the garage. Right. So now we're gonna go in. We're gonna do our load our setup. I'm going to show you the setup here. You guys can pause the video and take a look at it and do all the other cool things as far as that, but this is what we're looking like. I'm going to be running about 20 liters of fuel, give me about 5 laps. Roughly is typically what I'll like to go ahead and do. Mechanical grip, dampeners, and the aero. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get out on track. I'm going to do a warm-up lap, and then we're going to get the time. Take a look at everything. I said should be a little bit faster. I know when I ran it yesterday, maybe I was just like completely screwing around and messing stuff up, but it was faster for me. So hopefully I can go ahead and recreate that for today. As you can see, the tire pressures are already up. We're actually doing a lot better, and we're, like I said, we're going to go ahead and I can probably launch out a little bit deeper on the hot lap, so that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I believe we're carrying more speed coming through these corners already. I'm not going as wide. Car wants to kind of rotate itself through the corner, which is good, which means I can carry more speed and still keep it, and my wheel's not doing this, so it's always a good thing too. Instead of just kind of warming everything up, but I believe I am going faster. We'll see when we go ahead and send it. We need to go ahead and brake. Let's say 231. Tires are starting to heat up a little bit, which is good. Kind of what I need them to do. Because you want to keep your tire pressure right about 27.7 psi. Because that is basically optimal PSI rating for the tires and temperature. To make sure you're getting the proper amount of grip. And even going over the curves there, I didn't lose control of the car. If I would have done that on the other setup, I would have ended up in the grass. And I lost it there for a second, but hey, nobody's perfect. Alright, let's do the baseline setup lap. And as you can see from the delta up in the corner, we're already going faster. I'm going to be able to go a little bit further into the corners. Not slinging out as much, and we're almost a second under pace right now, which is awesome. It means the tires are gripping. It's doing what they need to do. Yep, screwed that one up. It's fine, we'll get it fixed. I'll do another one just to make sure. But even screwing that up, we're still going faster. Okay, more speed into it, and I just locked the brakes up. Alright, so we're going to reset that. We're going to go back to the garage. Let's try this again. This is practice. Probably should just turn off the damage, but I'm going to show you guys what we're doing. And this is 100% real. I am not trying to BS anybody in any way. So we're going to go ahead and do a hot lap real quick. Get everything warmed up. Putt around the track for a second. Don't push the car too hard. Right now, everything warmed up. So, just trying to, like I said, take it nice and slow, give you guys a feel of the track. As far as what we're supposed to do, I'm getting a little bit more vibration into the steering wheel, which is good. That means the tires are starting to grip and do their thing. A little bit more feedback on that. That's good. Versus the other setting where I couldn't feel anything. You can get the tires and the brakes warmed up. And this is on spa. This is on an optimal day. Optimal temperature, optimal weather. And I do have an automatic transmission because I'm still new to a lot of this, but I did figure out how to make the car a little bit faster. So kind of what we want to show today. Could have went a little bit deeper into that corner, but that's fine. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Hopefully I don't miff it. Alright, that's a little bit... a half a second faster than our fastest time on the baseline, or the base setup. The default setup, I guess you can say. It's still a half a second faster. I'll do a couple laps on this, so then that way you guys can see. So we're already a second faster. Then you get back on the time. I'm gonna lose time because I get a little squirrely on the butt. And then after just the baseline setup, I'm going to show you guys a track specific setup. Let's see if we can't make it just a little bit faster. And please forgive me guys if I'm not like announcing the corner names, because I am not that familiar. I'm familiar with the track. I can drive the track, but I'm not good with the name side of it. If that makes sense. So now at the end all be all of everything, setups do help. It does make it easier to go ahead and get through these tracks a lot faster. But ultimately, what you need to do is learn the track. And here we go, as you guys can see. 2 seconds faster. 2:29 just on the base setup. That this lap's gonna go to crap anyways, so like I said, go from a 2:30 and some change down to almost a 2:29 flat. So just under 2 seconds, roughly about 2 seconds difference just on that setup. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm warming up to the track or what have you, but just seeing the difference on that versus what is actually just a baseline that I can go ahead and use. For you guys, and like I said, you guys can go ahead and take a look at the build and everything like that for the baseline. Pause the video, take a look at it, see what you think. It's just a good start. Okay. Gonna keep it a good. And this is on ACC, so it's a BMW M4 GT3. Like I said, I'm not a professional in any way. If a professional got a hold of this and they did it, like, was able to drive the car and push the car to its limits like it's supposed to, they might get a way faster lap time out of it, but just for me having fun, I just kind of wanted to show you guys and make sure that you're getting good information as well. Because I know I've been researching and trying to find stuff. Not a lot of people want to go ahead and do like, oh, here you go, this is what you need to do, here's the top 10 tips for you to go ahead and be faster. But then nobody really shows you anything. They just kind of like, meh. Because nobody wants to reveal this information to anybody. Nobody wants to show anybody that, hey, you're, I guess it takes away from, like, the competitive edgeness. Because even, like, let's say an esports team doesn't want to give out that information. Now I went slower on that corner because I screwed up braking, but hopefully we're going to make up a little bit of time. Made up a little bit of time. like I said, hopefully this is something that people can go ahead and use. And I'm gonna try to downshift when I can when I think I'm in the wrong gear, but I'm still learning how to do that. So we are going a little bit faster, and that's just with me downshifting. I think a lot of it has to do with the automatic shifting side of it. Use that engine braking. Kind of even on our time. I'd like to be able to go ahead and get a little bit lower. Kind of want to keep it in the power curve of the vehicle, because it's like what you want to do is try to keep it in that, you know, 5 to 7,000 RPMs, because that's where the power of the car, or most horsepower, most torque, is going to be at that number. Versus, yeah, you may be in another gear, but are you using the power and using the car the way it should be? So heavy on the brakes here, coming in the last corner. First gear. Look at that. At 227.9. Pretty sure if I do that again, I can get it a little bit lower. The time that I'm trying to go ahead and get to is 225.5. Yeah, I'm already faster through the corner. That's a 5% delta off of the track record. Track record is a 218. Push it a little bit more through there. So we're almost a half a second faster. It was good. And this is a baseline setup. This ain't, like I said, this is something that I came up with. This is not anything that the game did. I just figured that it would be anything's better than just the base one, because the base one's for the guys that just want to go ahead and get in and be like, oh wow, I can load the game, I don't know anything about racing, and I just screwed that up. Trying to talk and do this, and I just ate away 3/4 of a second of my time. But yeah, it's for people that just want to go ahead and get in, don't know much about racing or anything like that, and want to go ahead and just load the game and have fun. So if I didn't screw it up back there, probably would have gotten a little bit faster. Looks like we were on pace to go ahead and get a little bit faster as far as being like a full second. Maybe I can make up some time by pushing it a little bit. No, losing time because I'm trying to... Alright, we need to try to go ahead and drop this and get it underneath. We are going a little bit faster. So I might be able to save time on the last corner. But this is pretty much where I was sitting at last night. When I was messing around with this, was roughly right around 227.9. Yeah, I'm making up a little bit of time. Come on. Alright, that's pretty much it. So 227.9 is kind of where we're sitting at, as far as just the little baseline tune. I'll be back with you guys here in a second. We'll go ahead and get the other tune loaded up. Alright, last one. Just relax, go through this like normal, you'll be fine. Don't tense up. We got this. Let off the throttle completely. Do a little bit. Throttle, keep the car planted. Coming through the rouge, we're good, and bam, there we go. Keep the time going. Tires at 7.5, which is good, which is exactly where I want them. Alright. Brake it. We're coming on the inside here. Let's go, let's go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Said I don't know the names of the corners and all that other stuff, guys, so you're gonna have to forgive me if I'm not calling them out and being like, oh, this corner's doing specific corner things. It specified corner name. Sorry, I just don't know. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Having a good run, having a good run. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't lose too much time. Don't lose too much time. Bam! We are faster. That 227.1. So we did go a little bit faster. And yeah, I'll have to fine tune this setup and do that. But I do believe if I actually do have a really, really good run on this, we'll be doing good. A few minor tweaks and things like that. But if you guys want to go ahead and get the actual specific tune, definitely go ahead and leave. There will be a link in the description of the video where you can go ahead and pick up the specific tune for this car over on Patreon, and that way you can go ahead and get it into your car yourself. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe button, all that other good stuff, and social media jazz. Share the video so we can tell the algorithm this is something that is good and people actually want to go ahead and watch. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. You guys have a great one. Catch you later.